My name's Simon Clow. I'm one of the Associate Directors at Context Information Security. I work within our assurance team, which is the classic arm of our penetration testing service. The talk I've been asked to provide was relating to hardware management systems and various ways that they can be exploited and abused. So predominantly what we're talking about is the lights out management technology, the bits of kit that administrators use to fix their servers as an act of last resort. Because they are often the equipment that people don't think about, it's the kit you put in and hope you never have to touch, that people often don't think about the security around them. So there's some security challenges that need to be resolved in terms of managing that kind of environment, but also a number of attacks that can be used to exploit them. So the talk that we're providing is basically identifying the core issues, helping pen testers understand a minimum standard of what they need to do to be able to evaluate the security of a hardware management system, and then to demonstrate a number of common attacks against them. Attacks that can negate the authentication model, that can negate the access control model, and then fundamentally seize control of the hardware. What we like to do at the end of it is actually to wrap that up as a demo that shows just how bad that can be. So the demo we've elected to do this time is to show what happens if you've got full control of the memory of a system. And in this case, what we've done is we've been able to take a low privileged user account and convert it into a high privileged user account via exploiting the hardware management subsystem. The older technology hardware management systems would include things like dial-in modems for support and all the rest of it. And there's a well-known history of those being abused left, right and centre. The main challenge that we've got is the attacks against IPMI were probably first really well documented by a guy called Dan Farmer last year. So it's a new attack vector, and it's, you know, you've got sort of 6 to 9 months worth of experience of doing that. And there's a growth in the security industry of actually understanding what those security issues are. In the commercial sector, what you often find is that people say, oh my God, these are hardware management systems, they need to be on a dedicated management network. We'll put in a dedicated management network and all of them will plug into that, forgetting the fact that they've just flattened their entire network architecture. The other challenge is in sort of the more government space, where people say, these are managing systems that have protective marking, that have a certain classification to them, and therefore the hardware management system should be at the same level. So they then become exposed at the same networks as the servers that they're actually trying to manage, and again, negating the security model in that perspective. One of the talking points of the slide deck is to say whether or not it's a 0-day or an old school attack. 0-day would obviously refer to as unknown, previously published. Old school would relate to the fact that we should know about it and we should be mitigating this in the first place. My personal belief is this is an old school attack, and it's actually it's more of a comment on the fact that the security industry has not picked up on this previously, and we probably should do and should have been doing it and advising our customers earlier on.